Jason Cooper. Jason Cooper is in the room.
I finally worked out how to do it.
Same here. This
Yes.
is a complete experiment. I've already explained to our lovely audience that this is the first and experimental one we're doing. Hopefully that's enough logistics out of the way. Let's get on with Jason. Jason, thank you
Hello.
so much. Thank you so much for what you did for us today with Drumathan Live.
My pleasure. Yes.
Yeah. Tell me, what actually inspired you in particular to join us on Drumathan Live?
Well, it's been a very difficult time, and it seemed like a very good cause. All the charities that were doing some great work, and I just wanted to contribute something.
Fantastic.
And that was it, really. Yeah.
Great, fantastic. And you've joined some pretty cool colleagues, I think, as well.
Totally, yes, yes, amazing. And did you just say John? He's drumming till 10 tomorrow morning?
John House is drumming for 12 hours straight.
Wow, I thought I had hard work. Crikey.
You did have it pretty hard. I saw you were going for it.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. So, wonderful.
Yeah,
there's been some fantastic other drummers. Amazing. Yeah, all the stuff I've seen so far has been incredible.
Yeah. We're quite lucky as well. Speaking of length of drumming, we actually have one of the Guinness World Record holder for the length of drumming. That's Ali Brown from Northern Ireland.
Right.
I think he drummed for 103 hours once straight.
Wow.
Guinness World Record holder. And he is going to drum for us for 24 hours straight during Drumathon.
And is that all kinds of drumming? He just does... well, I'll watch it. I'll see what's going on.
I know. Over 24 hours, I guess you do lots of covers, actually.
Right.
I can't imagine what his playlist looks like. I can't imagine.
Yes, or lots of paradiddle inversions, yes.
Lots of paradiddles, yes.
Yes.
Lots of paradiddles. But now what I found with your session in particular, it was quite special. Tell us what actually you drummed to for like over 4 hours. What was that?
Well, that was a gig, a concert we played in Forest Sol Stadium in Mexico City in 2013. And it was Robert's birthday. And so we played sort of as long a show as we could. And it was eventful. There was a massive earthquake before we went on stage.
Wow.
And the crowd were just amazing throughout those, every time we came back on for an encore, they were even more enthusiastic. They were just fabulous. Yeah. And so that was 2013. Yes.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I saw some footage of that actually. There's some great footage of that on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Really, really amazing. It must have been incredible to do that.
It was, and just, I mean, they even when I was feeling tired, then they kind of gave me so much energy. Yeah, I mean, they were just fabulous, really great audience, amazing.
I hope
as they all are, of course.
Energy today, because you needed it again, because you did the whole.
Yeah, I had bananas to help me. I think that was. That's what Errol advised me to eat lots of, which I do anyway, of course. But yes, it was. It was. Yes, there were definite moments where you kind of the crowd. Well, I was sort of imagining it actually.
Yeah. Yes, you were playing it in your head. I'm sure.
Try something like that.
Yeah, it's amazing, absolutely incredible. Right.
Yeah.
And then I just have to say again, because I'm so proud of you guys. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2019.
Yes.
How did that feel?
Again, it was just absolutely, it was fabulous. It was just, when we played, it was one of those moments where it was quite odd looking out at this sea of all your sort of peers or whatever you
Yeah.
call it, you know, the amazing musicians and people. Yeah, it was a bit of a blur. I mean, it seems like a long time ago. It seems so long. I mean, I don't know. Time seems to have sort of elongated that kind of
Yeah. That's probably
2020 and that.
lockdown for you.
Yes, exactly. It's but yes, it was an. I'm honoured to have been there. Yes, absolutely.
That's amazing, amazing. And so speaking of time elongating and lockdown,
Yeah.
what have you been doing with yourself during this lockdown time?
Well, I've been spending a lot of time with my family, which has been
Good.
fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
And doing lots of sort of projects at home, but also I write film music. So I did a Western that I hope that will be coming out. I wrote it with another guy called Oliver Krause, and it's
Yeah.
called Dry River. It's a sort of low budget Western. So that was fun. And my dad actually played some instruments on it. He plays banjos and stuff like that. So yeah, so and that was very enjoyable to do that, and did sort of lots of drumming. I've been learning bits of drumming that I haven't, you know, I don't know, rudiments, brushing up on those sort of things
Yeah.
that I'm sure my esteemed peers at Modern Drummer know all about, but to me were a bit mystical. But yes, and that's been interesting, and yes, looking forward to it ending, actually, to be honest, to lockdown ending. Yeah, as everyone has. It feels like it's been quite a long time.
Yeah, fantastic. No, you're absolutely right. I think we're all waiting for that. Another one of our team members on Drumathon Live that you've met, Monica Price.
Yes.
She went to the Brits this week, as you know, and
right.
That was part of a massive government experiment to get people into a venue.
It always has been, isn't it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, always. You're right. Yeah, so you know, hopefully that experience with the Brits and with the Brit Awards and bringing all of the people together, hopefully it's gonna help open all of our venues again, with certain restrictions, of course.
Yes.
But yeah, we're all waiting for that.
Yeah. Yes.
What do you guys have? Have you guys been working on some material? What do you hope to do if we come out of this lockdown?
Well, we did. I recorded some drums a while ago at Rockfield Studios in Monmouthshire, and then then the rest of the band are going to do their parts on it, and Robert's sort of finishing it off. Yes, and it'll be out at some point soon. I don't know when, but
So you were able to go to Rockfield?
Yeah, this was ages ago. This was 2019. I did that. Yes, before I did a lot of the drums before actually that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing, and then a bit afterwards when we finished, because we did we played like 33 festivals in 2019. So it's sort of at the end of that, yeah. So yes, the drums are there.
Yeah. Okay. Did you just say that you guys played 33 festivals?
We did in 2019. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. So that must have been
we headlined 33 actually. Yes.
Wow. That must have been quite a drastic contrast to go from that to lockdown. I mean,
It was. Yes, things were in place to do more, but yes, as everyone's plans were stymied, weren't they? So, yes, it was a contrast.
Wow. Yeah, I can only imagine. Good heavens. Yeah. And so that's a project you guys started. Maybe an album, the next album.
Yes.
And you hope to get back to that, finish it off.
I think it is being finished as we speak. Yes.
Wow, fantastic. Well, that is good news. That's good news for all of us.
Absolutely, yeah.
Love it. Any idea when we might hear that about that coming out?
No idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know. But soon. I think very soon. Yes.
That's great. Well, if any good news came out of this interview tonight, that is massive. Thank you so much. That is really, really good to know. What about Jason? Are there any messages? What I would think, because obviously right now we have a lot of drummers who will be listening to this.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of takeaways or learnings that you would share as one drummer to another on how you kind of existed through this lockdown?
I th well, I mean, I think drummers. The great thing about it is that it's a never-ending quest. Really, there's so much to do, so much to learn. Always, you can never stop. You can never think, I've kind of, that's it. I've got. So that is one thing, and I think most drummers kind of are aware of that. And I suppose the only other thing I took was just to sort of have other interests, perhaps all of those things that maybe we all thought we don't have time to do that, and then we kind of had time. But in terms of drumming, yeah, it was just, I sort of just was playing different styles and just getting into different yes, just different parts of learning, you know, and musically as well, and listening to different, I mean, the whole thing, and, you know, reading as much as possible, everything. Things that I sort of procrastinated so much before. I thought, I don't have any excuse now.
Exactly. Oh, that's fantastic. And what about, I mean, so many artists that I've spoken to, and a lot of them have been drummers, say that, you know, they kind of use this time, how do they put it, to sharpen their sword, you know, to really, really skill themselves again, to have that time. It's so rare, I would assume, certainly for you coming out of 33 festivals for 2019, it's rare to have that time to do that.
Well, I hope my sword was sharpened. I don't know. I mean, it's like, well, that sounds rather,
Well, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2019. I think it must have been pretty sharp.
Yeah,
over the past 2 years.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good experience to just to kind of keep going and enjoy the moment of being at home and just learning stuff. Yes, so I will continue to sharpen.
As we all should.
Yes.
As we all should. Fantastic. Well, excellent. Well, you must be pretty exhausted, I would think, from the day. So I probably don't want to keep you too much. Is there anything else you would like to share with us, or any news, or anything you'd like to tell?
No, just to sort of stay safe, enjoy your friends and loved ones.
Good.
I mean, yes, you know.
Well, I think we've all learned how precious our time and our friends and our family are during this.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Excellent. Well, Jason, thank you for joining me on this very first, very experimental modern drummer interview, and I think we should do it every year.
Yeah, well, you got my number.
Hey, this is good. This is a way, I mean, what a special way to showcase our drummers. I mean, so often, I mean, obviously you guys, you know, you guys are there, kind of the back of the stage, you know, sometimes, we need to bring the drummers out front. This is the way to get the drummers out front, to showcase our drummers, the talent we've got globally, and I think that this Drumathon Live can help us do that.
Yeah, yes, completely.
Superb. Jason, get a good night's sleep.
I will.
Thank you so much for joining. Everybody, thank you so much. Drumathon.live. Also, our hashtag across all social media channels is Drum4Mental Health. The number 4. Drum4Mental Health is our hashtag. Drumathon.live. Jason, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers. Thanks,
Cheers.
everybody.
Bye-bye.